Question about General Education Part 8. Question number 1. Identify the type of sentence. If you study harder, you will pass the exam. Letter A. Simple. Letter B. Compound. Letter C. Complex. Letter D. Compound complex. The correct answer is letter C. Complex. A complex sentence is a sentence that has one independent clause and at least one dependent or subordinate clause. It expresses a complete idea, with additional information provided by the dependent clause. The independent clause can stand alone as a sentence while the dependent clause cannot stand alone. It begins with words like if, because, although, when, while, since. For example, from the question, if you study harder, you will pass the exam. The independent clause is you will pass the exam while the dependent clause is if you study harder. Even if you remove the dependent clause, if you study harder the sentence is still complete. That is why it is called a complex sentence. Question number 2. Which word is closest in meaning to candid? Letter A. Secretive. Letter B. Honest. Letter C. Careless. Letter D. Vague. The correct answer is letter B. Honest. Candid means truthful, open, and sincere, especially when expressing thoughts or opinions. Honest has the same meaning as candid because both refer to telling the truth openly and directly. Option C. Careless. It means not careful, not related to truthfulness. The option D. Vague. It means unclear or not specific, and lastly the option A. Secretive, the opposite of candid. Question number 3. Economics is primarily concerned with the study of letter A. Scarcity and choice. Letter B. Unlimited resources. Letter C. Political systems. Letter D. Social traditions. The correct answer is letter A. Scarcity and choice. Economics is the study of how individuals and societies make choices in the face of scarcity. The scarcity means resources are limited, while human wants are unlimited. Because resources are limited, people, businesses, and governments must choose how to allocate them. Question number 4. Who is the Greek god of poetry and music? Letter A. Zeus. Letter B. Apollo. Letter C. Ares. Letter D. Hermes. The correct answer is letter B. Apollo. He is the Greek god of poetry, music, arts, prophecy, and healing. He is often associated with the lyre, a musical instrument, symbolizing his role in music and poetry. While the option C. Ares is a god of war. The option D. Hermes is a messenger of the gods. He is also the god of travel and commerce. And lastly, the option A. Zeus is a king of the gods. He is also the god of the sky and thunder. Question number 5. Who wrote Don Quixote? Letter A. Leo Tolstoy. Letter B. Dante Alighieri. Letter C. Victor Hugo. Letter D. Miguel de Cervantes. The correct answer is letter D. Miguel de Cervantes. He is a Spanish writer who wrote the novel Don Quixote. The work is considered one of the greatest masterpieces of world literature and is often regarded as the first modern novel. Option A. Leo Tolstoy wrote The War and Peace and Anna Karenina. The option B. Dante Alighieri wrote The Divine Comedy, and the option C. Victor Hugo wrote Les Miserables. 6. Which method uses a cue column, note-taking column, and a summary section? Letter A. Mind map. Letter B. Cornell method. Letter C. Charting method. Letter D. Flowchart. The correct answer is letter B. Cornell method is a structured note-taking system that divides the page into 3 parts. First, the cue column on the left side. It is for the key questions, keywords, or main ideas. Second is the note-taking column on the right side. It is for detailed notes, explanations, or examples. And lastly is the summary section can be found on the bottom. It is used to write a brief summary of the notes on the page. Here are the 5 of note-taking and organization methods, which presents 5 different learning methods used to record and organize information. First image shows mind mapping, where a central topic labeled climate change is surrounded by connected bubbles such as pollution, deforestation, floods, recycling, and renewable energy. This shows how ideas are visually connected to one main concept. Second is the Cornell method, which shows a divided page. On the left is a Q column with a question like, "What is photosynthesis?" On the right is the notes section, explaining that plants make food using sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide. At the bottom, there is a summary section that briefly explains the topic. Third image is the outlining section shows a structured list titled the Solar System. It uses Roman numerals, letters, and numbers to organize information, listing the Sun and planets such as Mercury, Venus, and Earth. The fourth image is charting method. The table compares animals by showing rows for mammals, reptiles, and amphibians, and columns for habitat and body covering. This allows easy comparison of information. And finally, the flowcharting section. It shows the water cycle using boxes connected by arrows. The steps shown include evaporation, condensation, precipitation, and collection, indicating a clear sequence of a process. Number 7. A song sung by 2 or more voices with different notes is called letter A. Melody, letter B. Unison, letter C. Harmony, letter D. Tempo. The correct answer is letter C. Harmony. It refers to 2 or more voices or musical notes sung or played together at the same time, producing a pleasing sound. While the option D, tempo, it is the speed of the music. The option A, melody, is a single sequence of musical notes, and lastly the option B, unison, it is a voices singing the same note or pitch. Question number 8. Which of the following is a programming language? Letter A, HTML, letter B, Python, letter C, Java, letter D, all of the above. The correct answer is letter D, all of the above. All the choices listed are used in computer programming and software development. The option A, HTML or hypertext markup language, is used to create and structure web pages. The option B, Python, is a programming language used for web development, data analysis, automation, and more. And the option C, Java, is a programming language used to develop applications, websites, and mobile apps. Question number 9. Republic Act 7877 protects individuals against letter A, human trafficking, letter B, sexual harassment, letter C, domestic violence, letter D, child labor. The correct answer is letter B, sexual harassment. The Republic Act 7877, also known as the Anti-Sexual Harassment Act of 1995, protects individuals against sexual harassment in the workplace, schools, and training institutions. While the domestic violence, covered under Republic Act 9262 or Anti-Violence Against Women and Their Children Act of 2004, it protects women and children from physical, sexual, psychological, and economic abuse. The child labor, covered under Republic Act 9231 or the Special Protection of Children Against Child Abuse, Exploitation and Discrimination Act. This law prohibits the employment of children in hazardous work and protects their welfare and rights. And lastly, the human trafficking, Covered under Republic 9208 or Anti-Trafficking in Persons Act of 2003 as amended by Republic 10364. This law protects individuals from recruitment, transportation, or exploitation through force, fraud, or coercion. Question number 10. Which of the following is a synonym of abundant? Letter A, scarce. Letter B, tiny. Letter C, plentiful. Letter D, weak. The correct answer is letter C, plentiful. The abundant means existing in large quantities or more than enough. A synonym is a word that has the same or very similar meaning. That is why plentiful is the correct answer, as it also refers to something that exists in large amounts. While the option D, weak, means lacking strength, it is not related to abundance. The option A, scarce, means a rare or insufficient, it is the opposite of abundant, and the option B, tiny, it means very small. 11. Who was the first Filipino woman sculptor recognized nationally in the 20th century? Letter A, Agnes Arellano. Letter B, Julie Luche. Letter C, Virginia Ty Navarro. Letter D, Imelda Kajapi Endaya. The correct answer is letter A, Agnes Arellano. She is a prominent 20th century Filipino woman sculptor known for her contemporary works and national recognition in modern Filipino art. However, in the broader history of Philippine art, Pelagia Mendoza y Goshenquin in year 1867 to 1939 was actually the first Filipino woman sculptor ever to be recognized historically. She was the first female student admitted to the Escuela de Dibujo y Pintura or School of Drawing and Painting during the Spanish colonial period and won awards for her sculpture in the late 19th century, making her a true pioneer for women in Filipino sculpture. Question number 12. What is the primary color? Letter A, green. Letter B, orange. Letter C, purple. Letter D, blue. The correct answer is letter D, blue. The primary colors are the basic colors that cannot be created by mixing other colors. In traditional color theory RYB, the primary colors are red, blue, and yellow. Question number 13. What is the study of maps called? Letter A, navigation. Letter B, geography. Letter C, cartography. Letter D, topography. The correct answer is letter C. Cartography is the science and art of making maps. It involves designing, creating, and studying maps. While topography is the detailed description of an area's surface features, the navigation is the process of planning and directing routes, and the geography is the study of the Earth's physical features and human activity. Question number 14. A rectangle has a length of 10 centimeters and a width of 4 centimeters. What is its area? Letter A, 14 square centimeters. Letter B, 20 square centimeters. Letter circa 40 square centimeters. Letter D, 50 square centimeters. In this problem, the rectangle has a length of 10 centimeters and a width of 4 centimeters. To find the area of a rectangle, we use the formula area is equal to length times width. Substituting the given values to area is equal to 10 centimeters times 4 centimeters will gives 40 square centimeters. Since both measurements are in centimeters, the unit becomes square centimeters. Therefore, the correct answer is circa 40 square centimeters. Question number 15. Identify the figure of speech. Bittersweet memories of our childhood lingered in her mind. Letter A, simile. Letter B, oxymoron. The correct answer is letter B, Oxymoron. An oxymoron is a figure of speech that combines two opposite or contradictory words to create a deeper meaning. In the phrase, bittersweet memories, the word bitter suggests pain or sadness, while sweet suggests happiness or pleasure. Putting these opposite ideas together shows that the memories are both happy and sad at the same time. Therefore, the correct answer is B. Oxymoron. While the hyperbole is an exaggeration used for emphasis and not meant to be taken literally. The example is, I cried a river. The metaphor is directly compares two different things by saying one is the other. The example is, time is a thief. And lastly, the simile. It compares two different things using the words, like, or, as. The example is, her smile was like the sun. Question number 16. Who wrote the Odyssey? Letter A. Homer. Letter B. Virgil. Letter C. Shakespeare. Letter D. Dante. The correct answer is letter A. Homer. He was an ancient Greek poet, traditionally credited with composing the Odyssey and the Iliad. It is two of the most famous epic poems in Western literature. The Odyssey tells the story of Odysseus and his long journey home after the Trojan War, filled with adventures, challenges, and encounters with gods and mythical creatures. While Virgil is a Roman poet who wrote the Aeneid. Shakespeare is an English playwright and poet. He was famous for plays like Hamlet and Romeo and Juliet, and lastly Dante is an Italian poet who wrote the Divine Comedy. Question number 17. Who is a renowned Filipino muralist? Letter A. Fernando Amorsolo. Letter B. Juan Luna. Letter C. Botong Francisco. Letter D. Jose Joya. The correct answer is letter C. Botong Francisco. Carlos Botong Francisco is a renowned Filipino muralist and a national artist for visual arts. He is best known for his large-scale murals that depict Philippine history, culture, and traditions, often featuring scenes of everyday Filipino life and historical events. His works help revive interest in Filipino identity through visual art. Jose Joya is known for abstract expressionism. Fernando Amorsolo is famous for his romanticized rural landscapes and portraits, and Juan Luna, celebrated painter known for spoliarium. Question number 18. Which planet is closest to the Sun? Letter A. Mercury. Letter B. Venus. Letter C. Earth. Letter D. Mars. The correct answer is letter A. Mercury. It is the closest planet to the Sun. It is the smallest planet in our solar system and orbits the Sun faster than any other planet, completing one orbit in about 88 Earth days. The first planet is Mercury. It is the closest and smallest planet to the Sun, experiencing extreme temperatures such as very hot during the day and very cold at night because it has no atmosphere and no moons. The Venus is the second closest planet and is similar in size to Earth, but it is the hottest planet due to its thick atmosphere. Although called Earth's twin, it is not livable and also has no moons. The Earth is the third planet from the Sun and the only one known to support life because it has water, air, and suitable temperatures. Its tilted axis means the planet spins while leaning, which causes seasons. The fourth planet is Mars. It is known as the Red Planet. It has the largest volcano in the solar system and is being studied for possible past life. It has two moons called Phobos and Deimos. The fifth planet is Jupiter. It is the largest planet and a gas giant made mostly of gas. It is famous for its massive storm known as the Great Red Spot. The sixth planet is Saturn. It is well known for its beautiful rings, is also a gas giant, less dense than water, meaning it will float on water. And it has the most moons. The seventh planet is Uranus, is an ice giant, which means it has a thick atmosphere and a deep interior rich in frozen gases that rotates on its side, and it is the coldest planet. And finally, Neptune is the farthest planet from the Sun. It is also an ice giant with extremely strong winds. Number 19. The process of converting solid directly to gas is called letter A. Sublimation. Letter B. Evaporation. Letter C. Condensation. Letter D. Melting. The correct answer is letter A. Sublimation is the process in which a solid changes directly into a gas without passing through the liquid state. A common example is dry ice, which turns from solid carbon dioxide straight into gas. Methods of change of state illustrates 6 ways matter changes. Between solid, liquid, and gas, first is the evaporation. It is when a liquid changes into a gas, shown by water in wet clothes drying under the sun. This happens because heat provides energy for the water molecules to escape from the liquid into the air. Second is the condensation. It is the opposite process, where gas changes into a liquid, illustrated by water droplets forming on a cold glass. Third is melting. It occurs when a solid changes into a liquid, as seen when ice melts into water. Fourth is the freezing. It is when a liquid changes into a solid, like water turning into ice in a freezer. Fifth is the deposition. It shows a gas changing directly into a solid, represented by frost forming on leaves. And finally, is sublimation. It is when a solid changes directly into a gas, exemplified by dry ice turning into carbon dioxide gas. Question number 20. Stairway to the Clouds refers to letter A. Taal Volcano. Letter B. Chocolate Hills. Letter C. Banawe Rice Terraces. Letter D. Mayon Volcano. The correct answer is letter C. Banawe Rice Terraces, located in Ifugao, Philippines, are often called the Stairway to the Clouds because of their stepped, stair-like appearance carved into the mountains and the way they often rise into the mist and clouds. These terraces were handcrafted by the Ifugao people over 2,000 years ago and are an iconic symbol of Filipino ingenuity and culture. Question number 21. Identify the main idea of this paragraph. Children who play outdoors develop better coordination and social skills than those who spend most of their time indoors. Letter A. Children should stay indoors. Letter B. Outdoor play improves skills. Letter C. Coordination is not important. Letter D. Social skills are learned in school. The correct answer is letter B. Outdoor play improves skills. The main idea of a paragraph is the central point the author wants to convey. In this sentence, children who play outdoors develop better coordination and social skills than those who spend most of their time indoors. The paragraph emphasizes that playing outdoors helps children develop important skills. The examples given is the better coordination and social skills that support this main idea. Question number 22. What was the first book printed in the Philippines? Letter A. The Passion. Letter B. The Predatory Birds. Letter C. Love for the Homeland. Letter D. Doctrina Christiana. The correct answer is letter D. Doctrina Christiana. The first book printed in the Philippines was the Doctrina Christiana. It was published in year 1593 in Manila during the Spanish colonial period. It was written by Juan de Plasencia, a Spanish Franciscan missionary. The book was a religious text used to teach Christianity to Filipinos. It was printed in Spanish and Tagalog, and the Tagalog text was written in the ancient Baybayin script. Because of its historical importance and early publication date, it is recognized as the first printed book in the Philippines. While the option A, The Passion, refers to religious narratives but was not the first printed book. The option B, The Predatory Birds, is a novel by F. Sionil Jose published much later. And lastly, the option C, Love for the Homeland, or Ama Patrio, was written by Jose Rizal in year 1882, long after 1593. Question number 23. Which Philippine president is known for changing the Philippine Independence Day from July 4 to June 12? Letter A. Diosdado Macapagal. Letter B. Ferdinand Marcos. Letter C. Manuel Roxas. Letter D. Corazon Aquino. The correct answer is letter A. Diosdado Macapagal served as president from 1961 to 1965. He moved the celebration of Philippine Independence Day from July 4, U.S. recognition, to June 12, commemorating Emilio Aguinaldo's Declaration of Independence in 1898. Ferdinand Marcos was known for martial law and infrastructure projects. Manuel Roxas is the first president of the independent Third Republic, and lastly Corazon Aquino is the first woman president, and she also restored democracy after Marcos. Question number 24. Which theory claims that human language began from emotional cries or exclamations? Letter A. Ding Dong theory. Letter B. Bow Wow theory. Letter C. Poo Poo theory. Letter D. Yo He Ho theory. The correct answer is letter C. Poo Poo theory claims that human language began from natural emotional cries and spontaneous exclamations such as pain, joy, surprise, or anger. Words like ouch, wow, or oh are examples of sounds that may have developed into language according to this theory. Theories of the origin of language. First, Mama theory. It is a language started from simple baby sounds like mama and papa. Second is Tata theory. It is about speech developed from hand gestures that turned into sounds. Third is the Bow Wow theory. Its words came from imitating animal and nature sounds. Fourth is Poo Poo theory. It is a language began from emotional cries like ouch or wow. The 5. Yo He Ho theory is a speech grew from rhythmic chants used during group work. A 6. Ding Dong theory. It is a sounds naturally match the objects they represented. 7. Is Sing Song theory. The early language was musical, like songs or chants. 8th is Hey You theory. It is a language started from calls used to get attention. 9th is Hocus Pocus theory. It is a speech came from magical or religious chants. 10th is Eureka theory. It is a language appeared suddenly due to human intelligence. And lastly is Lala theory. It is, according to Otto Jespersen, language developed from playful and romantic sounds. Question number 25. Which sentence below is a run-on sentence? Letter A. I wanted to go to the beach, but it started raining. Letter B. He is very tall, he can reach the top shelf easily. Letter C. Maria cooked dinner, and her brother washed the dishes. Letter D. The movie was long, yet it was very entertaining. The correct answer is letter B. He is very tall, he can reach the top shelf easily. A run-on sentence happens when two independent clauses are joined without a proper conjunction or punctuation. First, he is very tall, and second, he can reach the top shelf easily. These are both complete sentences, but they are written together without a comma or a connecting word such as and, but, so, or, yet, for, nor, which makes it a run-on. Question number 26. A triangle has a base of 10 centimeters and a height of 6 centimeters. What is its area? Letter A. 16 square centimeters. Letter B. 36 square centimeters. Letter circa 60 square centimeters. Letter D. 30 square centimeters. To find the area of the triangle, we use the formula area equals a half times base times height. In this problem, the base is 10 centimeters and the height is 6 centimeters. First, substitute the given values into the formula. Area equals a half times 10 centimeters times 6 centimeters. Next, multiply the base and the height, which gives 10 times 6 equals 60 square centimeters. Then, multiply 60 by 1/2, or divide 60 by 2, which equals 30. Therefore, the area of the triangle is 30 square centimeters. Question number 27. Which term refers to the spread of ideas, customs, and technologies from one culture to another? Letter A. Cultural diffusion. Letter B. Socialization. Letter C. Acculturation. Letter D. Assimilation. The correct answer is letter A. Cultural diffusion. It refers to the spread of ideas, beliefs, customs, technologies, and practices from one culture to another. This happens when different groups of people interact through trade, migration, media, or communication, allowing elements of one culture to be shared and adopted by another. For example, the spread of food, fashion trends, language, and technology between countries is a result of cultural diffusion. While the socialization is the process of learning the norms and values of one's own society, acculturation is adopting some traits of another culture while keeping your original culture. And assimilation is a fully adopting another culture and losing your original culture. Question number 28. Which of the following is an example of a physical change? Letter A. Burning paper. Letter B. Rusting iron. Letter C. Melting ice. Letter D. Cooking an egg. The correct answer is letter C. Melting ice. A physical change is a change in a substance's form, shape, or state without forming a new substance. The chemical composition of the substance remains the same, and the change is usually reversible. Melting ice is a classic example of a physical change. When ice melts, it changes from a solid to a liquid, but it is still H2O. There is no new substance is created, and the process can be reversed by freezing the water back into ice. While cooking an egg is a chemical change because heat causes the proteins in the egg to break down and form new substances. The egg's texture, color, and composition change permanently. The burning paper is a chemical change because the paper reacts with oxygen and produces new substances like ash, smoke, and gases. The change is irreversible. And the rusting iron is a chemical change where iron reacts with oxygen and moisture to form rust, which is iron oxide. It is a new substance created and cannot easily return to pure iron. Question number 29. Which Filipino writer wrote literature that reflected Filipino culture, history, and identity during and after the American colonial period? Letter A. Francisco Balagtas. Letter B. Jose Rizal. Letter C. Nick Joaquin. The correct answer is letter C. Nick Joaquin. He was a Filipino writer whose work strongly reflected Filipino culture, history, and identity, especially during and after the American colonial period. Through his short stories, novels, and essays, he explored themes such as colonial influence, Filipino traditions, religion, and the struggle to define national identity. His writings helped Filipinos understand their past and cultural heritage in a deeper way. While Luwalhati Bautista is a modern writer who focused on social and political issues, especially during martial law. Francisco Balagtas, known for Florante at Laura and wrote during the Spanish period, and Jose Rizal is a national hero who wrote novels exposing Spanish abuses. Question number 30. Who is known as the father of Philippine modern art? Letter A. Fernando Amorsolo. Letter B. Victorio Edades. Letter C. Juan Luna. Letter D. Damian Domingo. The correct answer is letter B. Victorio Edades. He is known as the father of Philippine modern art because he introduced modernist styles in the Philippines. He moved away from traditional, realistic painting and used bold colors, distorted forms, and everyday subjects. His influence changed the direction of Philippine art and opened the way for modern artists in the country. While Juan Luna is a classical painter during the Spanish period, he is known for historical works like Spoliarium. Damian Domingo is known as the father of Philippine painting. He founded the first formal art school in the Philippines. And Fernando Amorsolo is known as the Grand Old Man of Philippine art. He was famous for bright, realistic rural scenes. Thank you for watching.